What's going on, everybody? Just thought I'd say what's up, answer some questions, anything about band training, supplementation, diet, whatever you want to talk about. Open game, Q&A, live. Um, yeah, nothing's really off limits. There's some things I don't talk about just because it really serves no purpose. But most things I will answer 100%, always truthful, always honest, and to the best of my ability, which isn't always very good, but I do my best. I'm not a doctor. I can't answer medical questions. I can't do a lot of things, but I can give opinion. And if you want my opinion, there's a place to be. For me, Tiger Fitness is still shipping very, very, very good, very well. We are an essential business with warehouses located in both Loveland, Ohio, and Las Vegas, Nevada. We are, it's very essential. I mean, we provide grocery goods, we provide non-perishable goods. So, for us, we're still up and running, still doing our thing. 100% on track, shipping faster than ever to the West Coast. We get to most places in 1 to 2 days. We're definitely beating Amazon's asses on shipping. They have overloads. So if you order something from Amazon, I ordered something. It's not getting here till the 27th. So it's just a matter of efficiency, and they do a lot. Like they're shipping toilet paper and everything, and regardless of how big they are, they have their limitations. So with that said, let's go ahead and answer some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, guys? What's going on, Saeed? What's going on, Avery? Good to hear from you too, WAP. I missed you too, man. Nice to see you guys. I'm just okay. I'm so sick and tired of this overhyped Corona. I'm not going to call Corona overhyped. The virus is definitely a bitch, right? It's a fucking killer virus. It is. Is the reaction over the top, in my opinion? The shutting down of the economy. We need to, not saying it should have been done at all, but we need to have an exit plan. We can't keep it shut down until August. The ramifications of doing that will be much greater than 2 million lives. 7 million people died during the Great Depression of hunger, and even more died of other causes. So we need to look at, like, oh, how dare you care about the economy? Well, economy is very important for people's livelihoods, people's mental state, a lot of different things. So we need to factor in the economy. And I don't have the answer. I'm not an epidemiologist. I'm simply a businessman. So my thoughts will be, you know, honest, if I was a selfish prick, I'd be like, keep it shut down. Our business is up since coronavirus hit, right? I'd be like, shut it down. It's taking out our competition. Let's be real. But I'm not that guy. I want Americans to prosper. And we have to weigh out, we do have to have this adult conversation. How many deaths are worth opening back the economy? It's a shitty fucking question, but how many deaths will be attributed to economic complete despair? I don't have that answer, and I'm not the one to answer that. But my thought is we need to start having those conversations. We need to know when we're going to open it back up. Keeping the economy shut down indefinitely will not bode very well. It won't go very well for anybody. So, and also not having things. I saw a tweet from my good friend Mike Cernovic. He's actually my friend IRL in real life, as the kids say it. His was, New York City is the hotspot. A third of the cases are there. Cut off New York City, cut off flights going in and out of New York City, shut it down. In high density places like Los Angeles, have people wear masks outside, and of course, social distance for the rest of the country. That's one person's opinion. I don't know where I stand on 100% of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. If I'm biased anywhere, it's towards keeping it shut down because my life's normal. I'm hanging out with my family. My house is done in May, so we'll have plenty of space to hang out. My training's been great. The band workouts, my body's healed. I'm looking better than I think I've ever looked, which isn't saying much. But from an American collective standpoint, we need an answer. We need to do something. But it's not overhyped. This virus is a fucking killer. It is. And I'm not saying it's the flu, but I never realized the flu kills like 60 to 80,000 people a year. That's fucking crazy. Did you know malaria kills 2 million people worldwide year round? Malaria? I didn't even know malaria was still around. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of shit out there that can kill us. But this is a bitch of a virus, and it's very easy to catch from what I understand. Thoughts on Nautilus equipment? Some of my favorite equipment. I love Nautilus equipment. I really do. I really do. None of my gyms have Nautilus, but I'm a huge, huge fan of Nautilus. I love it. I love a lot of their shit. Um, How's your day going? It's going great. My wife and I stayed up and we watched a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie. It was really good. It was about a player for the University of Arkansas who died in 1999. It was his biography, basically, based on a true story. Why am I forgetting the name? I don't know, but it was a great movie. We decided to stay up a little later for that, so I didn't get up till like 7:30, which for me, as you know, I'm a 4:30 kind of guy when life isn't this. So that was crazy. I felt like a slacker, and then woke up, had some calls with some important clients, some customers, got my emails done, talked to all my clients, my training clients. My wife and I went outside and trained with bands. And right now I'm caught up on emails, and that's why I'm here. Urgent emails nonetheless. And I also coordinated some donation shipments of outright bars to go to the front lines in New York and San Francisco. So the nurses and the EMTs and all those people have outright bars to nibble on. The people in New York were telling me the only thing they get donated for food for the workers who are risking themselves, putting masks on. They're going in, basically treating these people with COVID-19 is pizza. And God bless the pizza. Pizza's great. Like it's very nutrient dense, but like the outright bar is a much better option than pizza. So we're sending, I believe today, we're sending about I think $10,000 to $20,000 in outright bars to those areas. So hopefully they get there in the next day or two. And I'll post the pictures online. It'll be pretty cool. They said though, I said, dude, just take them. We don't need the PR. But they're like, nah, we got to get pictures, man. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's good. Hopefully, the blast back I get is, what would you brag about donations? My thought's always been that you lead and other people follow. So if I'm donating shit to people, hopefully other bar companies follow suit. I had one guy come to me and he said he asked 10 companies, and I was the only one who either responded or didn't say no, and that's sad. Thoughts on Sustanon 250? That's a question to ask your doctor. I try not to get into illegal drug talk here because the government does watch this shit. What kind of home gym equipment are you going to put in your house? I'm still undecided. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my man Steven over at Super Fitness in North Carolina and see what he has in stock. And we'll see. So I don't want much since I've found bands. What I'm pretty much going to get is for my kids, we need a power rack. We need power blocks they go up to 170 pounds now. I might not even need those because I'm a pussy, and bands, and then we'll be good. So probably get around 800 pounds in mixed weights, maybe 1,000 because I need enough 45s. Like I deadlift 6 plates. My daughter deadlifts 3 plates. My son deadlifts over two. So we need plates, so we can have different stations going. You seem like a real genuine dude. Thank you, DC Heavenly Bodies Coming. I appreciate all the videos and knowledge you post throughout the years. I was wondering, what do you think is a good starting age for TRT? The problem with TRT is your doctor will provide you with that information based on what you need. So you don't need a starting dose for TRT. Your doctor will adjust it to what you need. What are your thoughts on testosterone lower immune system? I think it's hogwash. Why would a male hormone lower your immune system? And why would you even come to the conclusion? I'm just asking where you would get that thought. If anything, I think it would be to the contrary. From Vlad Trader, without the economy, half the population would die through starvation, the other half would be weak and sick. You're absolutely fucking correct. People don't realize like we had half the population, and 7 million people died during the Great Depression. Those are things we need to consider when making policy of a virus that is going to kill one. First, they said it would kill 1 to 5 million people. Then they said it would kill 500,000 people. Then 200 to 300,000. Then it was down to below 100,000. Now it's down to 10 to 20. So that's a great sign. And I'm glad we took it very I'm glad we overplayed this because any life save is life save. Now let's get this shit back on the road before it gets foobarred. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we did anything wrong, but I'm saying right now we need a re-entrant strategy for the economy. But that's just my opinion. And my opinion means shit. It's not like I'm in Congress. Who's that, Cammy? Okay. Is there a way to get rid of gyno without surgery? Pretty much no. Mint outright bars are a bomb. I'm glad you got those, man. So Vitamin Shop does have the exclusive on the mint cookies and cream outright bars, and they are delicious. Coronavirus is a hoax to usher in mandatory vaccines and chipping. Bill Gates caught saying that in TED Talk. Bill Gates, I don't know how much of it's fucking him being framed or whatever. He looks like a very scary little individual that I just it's getting weird. It's getting weird. It is. Like the hydroxychloroquine and zinc and Z-Pack have shown tremendous promise. Yet, you have all the quote unquote experts telling us to wait for a vaccine that's unproven because they're off label. The bottom line is those malaria drugs are working in a lot of cases. It saved a Democratic lawmaker in Michigan. So I have no idea. It is getting weird. What's up, man? Callie in the house. Dude, I'm not talking about illegal drugs out here, Vamps. Sorry. Just want to say thank you for the daily band workouts. I knew nothing of bands. You helped me a lot. Well, basically what I did with bands, I took physiological movements, biomechanics, and I just used bands as the resistance. Are you done boxing until my bodybuilding show? Yes. I do miss the hell out of the ring though. I do. I can't wait to stop bulking, to get up in that ring, and to start fighting people again. What? I'm gonna box again. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna have a fight. I'm just gonna spar people. 98% of corona victims recover with minor symptoms. You're absolutely correct. 71-year-old Prince Charles recovered from corona in a week. Wow. 71. Thoughts on, dude, please do not ask me about illegal drugs. Please, dude. Which fake natty do you most dislike? Explain what a fake natty is, because I don't play that game. Hello, Marc from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What's up, eh? Is it okay to use face pull as a warm-up exercise? You can use whatever you want as a warm-up exercise. There's no right or wrong way to train. I mean, if it helps you, sure. Organ cleansing recommendations. You can't really cleanse your organs, but you can keep them healthy, and that's why I recommend ambrosia nectar. Have you looked into having kids with more women? I had a vasectomy 3 years ago, and I'm married, so I don't think Katie would be too okay with that. But you can go ahead. I'll ask her. Hey, Katie, even though I'm sterile, do you mind if I have kids with more women? Should I find a girl and adopt a kid with them? I'm wondering where that's going to go. I've seen that outright peanut butter is out of stock. Oh, you mean the peanut butter? Yeah, we'll get it back. It doesn't sell that great, so we're not really worried about it. But we are both flavors out of stock. I think one of the flavors is in stock. I'm not sure. Hey, Marc, my treadmill broke, so I've been going for walks outside every day at a fast pace. No, actually, treadmill is not as good of a workout. I'd rather see you go outside and get fresh air. One of the reasons I moved to Tennessee is so I would never have to do indoor cardio again. I know some workouts are mostly bro split. What's your take on body? I enjoy bro split. I just don't like the other trainings. If you want to, you can do your own split. I don't give a shit what you do. I just feel bro splits are better for me because I like them better. I'm from the UK, and this virus stimulation is pretty bad. Situation pretty bad. At the moment, the US still to hit a peak. Do you think all state borders should be closed? Not state borders. I think we're covered by the 11th Amendment. I do feel that New York should be closed off right now because that's where the hot spot is, so to speak, New York, New Jersey. But we have a constitution in America, and this isn't a knock to the UK, but one of the reasons why we left you guys and had a revolution is because you guys are a bunch of oligarchy dicks, and we didn't want any part of that. So we have the Constitution. So the question is, when do we start overriding the Constitution for a virus? Like when they wrote the Constitution, there wasn't a clause in there that said, oh, well, unless there's a virus. We still have our inalienable American rights. And how do you know we haven't hit our peak? I don't know. Like the model is so fucked up. We don't even know. The numbers change every day. Italy went in and readjusted their numbers because they from 88% to 12% because they counted everything as a COVID death. So, it's hard to say because we don't have great information. I spread my awareness. My work here is done. Yep, I'm not going to argue. How to help muscle and balance with shoulders? Train them equally. Am I training suboptimally if I only take the weekends off of very intensive full body calisthenics, weighted calisthenics, and weightlifting all week? Well, I don't know. I don't know what optimal is for your body. I don't know what optimal is for your training level. Optimal is a very fluid and relative term. Thanks a lot for your live Q&As and all your content. I appreciate it and gained a lot from you. Thanks, Marc. It's my pleasure. Thanks for all the free content, man, helping me keep my gains. Man. It's my pleasure, Steve. So we're all, I hate the term we're all in this together because we're not. We're not all in this together. At the end of the day, some people deemed non-essential businesses were shut down and they have no way to provide for their family except for that bullshit $1,200 stimulus check. Whereas other people are essential businesses still working or their business is still paying them because they work for a great company. 80% of Americans can't afford an unexpected $600 bill. So we're in a situation where we do have to weigh which one will kill more people. And that is a horrible. I'm glad I'm not the president. I'm glad I'm not running anything right now. That is a horrible situation to have to make. So, but it has to be made. It has to be made. So the question is, which is the better of the two? But again, there are ways that we have to reintroduce we can't just sit this out because the virus is not going to just go away. And immunization is months, if not years away. So, and even if you do have an immunization, what if it's like the flu and it's wrong 90% of the time? It's like it's one of those things where sometimes you just have to rip off the band-aid and it sucks, but it's there. And I get so much, but I empathize with I know so many people who've lost everything, who've lost their businesses, who are struggling. Man, we gotta have empathy for them, man. I can sit here and say, well, I have a job, and that's bullshit. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Humans are the only humans. Humans have the ability to empathize, and that's what other animals don't have. So we really need to empathize in this situation, right? What, honey?
Could you open this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gary. What's your top favorite business book? So I actually have if you go on this YouTube channel or go on YouTube and type in top 5 books Lobliner, I already did a report on them, and it was so long ago I forgot what the fucking books were, or else I'd say them right here. So I'm not trying to get you to watch another video. I just can't remember which books they were. Thanks for the Soap Resistance Band content. We continue to do videos on bands from time to time after the quarantine. I plan on doing daily training videos, and those will include bands. You should do a live show on your healthy cooking. My wife's been doing all the cooking lately, and I'm not even sure if it's healthy. What are your thoughts on the pros and cons of HIIT training versus progressive overload? HIIT training actually does utilize progressive overload. Dorian's workouts were always based on progressive overload, where you try to get more reps or more weight. That's why he kept track of it. So and the home training that you're seeing is the shit I'm doing is utilizing progressive overload. I keep telling you to, go to a certain level and certain intensity. But most people making home workouts are fucking idiots. They don't know what they're doing. And that's the problem with the internet is that you can't really tell who's an expert or who knows what they're doing or who's not. So basically, you lump me or someone like John Meadows in as a YouTuber when we're actually qualified and certified to do this shit. Whereas you get just some dumb bimbo on Instagram doing a booty workout and you put us all in the same basket, and we're not in the same basket. That's why you can't take a training program from John Meadows, myself, or someone like that, and go, hey, well, Big Booty Ho on Instagram, or my favorite Insta Ho, they do this. It's like, well, they're stupid. They generally don't know how to program. They don't know biomechanics. They don't know physiology. They just, they just look good. And people listen to them. They get a ton of views because they're fucking hot. And John Meadows and me are fucking aging soccer dads. He's a football dad. I'm a soccer dad. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if you're going for information, you go to John, you go to myself, you go to Rashid, you go to somebody like that. You don't go to, somebody with a big following and a pretty smile who evidently, you'll know in the first 5 minutes if they're full of shit. If they don't know any of the terminology, they don't explain the biomechanics or the angles or why you're doing certain things. And if they use weird terms like hit your upper chest, or this will really hit your lower chest, or all these, fucking made up muscle groups, that's when you know that they're just stupid. But they're fun to watch because I like butts. I like boobies. Like, who doesn't? Do you use milk thistle or dandelion? I would not use dandelion root. I'm not really into diuretics. I know it does have some therapeutic properties for health, but I don't. But milk thistle is in ambrosia nectar. How much steroid use until one go bald? It depends. Here's the thing about baldness, guys. Steroids aren't going to make anyone bald unless they're going to go bald already. What it will do is speed up the balding process. So, for example, my fucking hairline is the same as it was when I was 15. Yet my brother, who was natural until he was, he's natural, right? Dude, he went bald at 22. So it's all genetic. We have different dads. But I still have the same damn hairline I did when I was 15 years old, full head of damn hair. My brother, he's got that big ass horseshoe that he shaves and at least keeps it clean, but he's bald as fuck. So Well, I mean, he's bald. It is what it is. He knows he's fucking bald. He knows he's fucking bald. It's not an insult. Like, I know I'm short. It's like, you're short. It's like, no fucking shit. All right, let's see what else we got. Do you think DHT blockers will help it like natural ones of fenugreek? Help with what? I don't know much about preventing baldness because I never gave a fuck because I'm not going bald. So why would I research something that benefits me? Not at all. What is my exact height? It depends because your height varies during the day. When I was measured first thing in the morning, when I was on the TV show American Grit, I made him take it 3 times. I was 5'8" on the dot, like right at 5'8". Yet if I go to the doctor midday, I'm 5'7.5". So that's my exact height. Just depends. I literally had them take that shit 3 times. When we were on American Grit, they had a full medical workup. Everything had to be exact: height, weight, EKG, blood work, you name it. So, Cammy, will you please stay out of this? Thank you. Yeah, just go over there and wash dishes. So yeah, so that's my height. And my weight varies based on poop. I'm an illegal alien and support natural bodybuilding, but I don't judge assisted bodybuilding. What does that have to do with being an illegal alien? I'm trying to follow the rationale here. I'm trying to follow this. I'm not following it. I'm not following that. What is it? Okay. Like, are you natural alien? Like, little green men? Nah, Cammy ain't doing shit. She's gonna stand back there washing the dishes. Else, I ain't taking her to train today. That's right. Are you on YouTube? Yes, YouTube. Oh, I tried to join your live, but okay, I still join your live. You're not joining my live. Why not? Because you're forbidden from it. Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, I'm an illegal alien who supports natural bodybuilding. Well, that's a new one. Are you also a vegan or a CrossFitter or I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get some work done. Got to take these kids. How do I avoid liver damage while using steroids? Don't use steroids. But ambrosia nectar is a great organ support supplement. Ritual AM is in stock in orange juice. The coffee will be back in stock hopefully late this week. No, we have moved to a new house. This is still the shitty apartment. I fucking hate it. Our new house, we close on it on May 21st. What do you think this big layoff and cancellation of shows will affect bodybuilding? I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure I know what's going to happen. I don't know about the financial stability, but being that it's mostly promoter run, I don't know. It's going to be, they've had a lot canceled this year. My brother's doing fine. Yeah. What is the best steroids to use to get leaner but stronger? Ask your doctor. I don't know when I became Boston Lloyd, but guys, this isn't that kind of channel. We're not. It's not a steroid advice channel. It's just not. If you noticed, all I post is band workouts now. That's not a steroid channel. I'll post an update on my HRT, which is legal, but I try not to get involved and recommend things that the government would arrest me for, and that's what I avoid. Yeah, I avoid. D3 dose you recommend? Very good question. 5,000 IUs a day. So I make a product called Vega D3, and it's a vegan vitamin D3, and it is 5,000 IUs a day. Dave Palumbo's. Geez, is that the RX? That's RX Muscle, right? Yeah, I don't watch any other YouTube channels, and I really don't watch YouTube at all. But yeah, if I watch YouTube, it's gonna be like a podcast or something, right? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get some work done. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully.